Shri Gurubhyo Namaha students. Welcome to Online Teaching Academy Ekalaiva. Today I am going to discuss a very interesting chapter, right? Trigonometry. In that we are going to discuss heights and distance, right? Chapter is what? Trigonometry, right? Chapter is what I said. It's a very important, interesting as well as important, right? Interesting as well as important. In that I am going to discuss heights and distance, right? T or I G O N O M E T R Y. Trigonometry. Using the triangle concept on the earth, we are doing the measurement. That's why we call it as trigonometry. Gone in the sense earth, metry, measurement, three-sided figure. In that three-sided figure, the special figure is a right triangle, right? Using right triangle only, we are going to discuss how to find the heights and distance using trigonometry. Using trigonometry. Got it, children? Say yes or no. Heights and distance. In that subtopic is what? Heights and distance. It is a very interesting chapter, children. You have to listen carefully. Heights and distance. See, using trigonometric concept, we are going to find the heights and distance, I said. Before entering to that, you should know some basic concept, basic definitions, right? See, here a person is standing, right? From this point, the line of sight. What does it mean, the line of sight? From here to there, you are seeing the object, right? Here some object is there. From there you should draw a line perpendicular to the earth, right? This is your object. You are viewing the object, right? From your eye to the object, you are drawing one line. That we call it as line of sight, right? Line of sight. I will give the basic definition first, right? Line of sight. Tri means what I said? Triangle, right? Three-sided figure. God means earth. Metry means measurement. Right triangle we are using, right? Line of sight. Line of sight means what? The line of sight. The line of sight is the line drawn is the line drawn from the eye. A person is standing. This is your eye, right? From eye of an observer from the eye of an observer to the point in the object viewed means seeing, viewed by the observer, right? Simple, I will say. From your eye, when you see upward, from your eye to that particular object, when you connect that line, we call it as line of sight. Simple, right? What I said, you have to repeat, children. When you see the object upward, for example, fan or light, anything, from that light to your eye, if you draw a line, that it gives you line of sight. Got it? Now, and in that we are going to discuss angle of depression and angle of elevation. Angle of depression and angle of elevation. First we should see what is angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. What does it mean? Angle of elevation. The angle of elevation, the angle of elevation, listen carefully, ma. Angle of elevation is an angle, is an angle formed by the line of sight with the horizontal when the point when the point being viewed in the sense I said seeing, right? Viewed is viewed is above the horizontal level. Viewed is above the horizontal level. Horizontal level, right? Horizontal level. I will tell you. This is the point, right? From there you are watching the aeroplane or something. You have to write plane. The point. The eye to that point, right? That is line of sight. I said line of sight. What you viewing, your eye and viewing the path is connected by the line segment that we call it as line of sight. Then you should draw a perpendicular line from the viewing object to the earth. You have to connect to your eye. You have to connect your eye. Here it makes an angle that we call it as what? Angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. Got it, children? When you see the object upward, it will give you angle of elevation. When you see the object downward, it will give you angle of depression, as simple as, right? Next, what is angle of depression? Angle of depression. That means you are standing at the top of the tower or top of the building, you viewing the object towards down, that will give you angle of depression, right? You are here, you are here, you are viewing the object or you are seeing the road, right? You should imagine that this is a road, a person is standing like that. Then this is your what? This is your what part that is? That is line of sight. This is your eye line of sight, right? Here it makes an angle. Here it makes an angle that we name it as angle of depression. Angle of depression. Got it? When you view the object upward, it will give you angle of elevation. When you view the object downward, that will give you angle of depression. Right? As simple as the angle of depression, angle of depression. Just you should know the definitions, right? Angle of depression is an angle formed is an angle formed by the what? Line of sight, line of sight, line formed by the line of sight with the horizontal, with the horizontal, the horizontal, when the point is, when the point is below the horizontal level, below the horizontal level. Above the horizontal level, it gives you angle of elevation. Below the horizontal level, it will give you angle of depression, right? Below the horizontal level, horizontal level. Above the horizontal level, angle of elevation. Below the horizontal level, angle of depression. This only. Your eye viewing the object upward line of sight and the horizontal line makes an angle, right? Your eye and you are viewing the object downward. The angle between the horizontal line and the line of sight, right? Horizontal line and the line of sight, it will give you below, right? When the point below the horizontal level is called angle of depression, above angle of elevation. These two only you should know, children, right? The angle of elevation and the angle of depression is calculated or is measured by the device called clinometer, right? What device? Clinometer, right? Now I'm going to enter into the exercise 6.2. Just I'm going to refresh what is sine theta, what is tan theta, right, children? After that, I will teach you the exercise 6.2. Now you understand what is angle of elevation and angle of depression. Simple meaning you should know, that is enough. When you view the object, when you view the object upward, your eye to the object, when you draw the line segment, right? When you draw the line segment, the horizontal line, it will give you angle of elevation towards upward. Towards downward means angle of depression, right? First, I am going to recall what is sine theta. What is sine theta? See here, it is your right triangle, right? The theta is located here, A, B, C. Angle B is 90 degree, right? Opposite to 90 is your hypotenuse. Opposite to the angle is opposite side. Adjacent, right? That is your adjacent side. Opposite, adjacent. Now, what is sine theta? Opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite side by hypotenuse. What is cos theta? This and all already I taught you, right? Adjacent side, sorry, adjacent. Here also I commit mistake, right? ADJA, adjacent, not N, right? 1 minute, children. Right? Adjacent. The spelling you have to write it correctly. Right? A, sorry, I didn't take a pen, right? A D J A C E N T, right? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side by hypotenuse, right? The sine theta will help you to find angular height of the building, right, children? Sine theta will help you to find. We can use anything, but most probably we used to do tan theta only, right? Tan theta. Tan theta equal to opposite by adjacent. Opposite side by adjacent. Got it, children? Opposite side by adjacent. Most probably we used to apply tan theta, right? Either height or distance. Now you see exercise 6.2, question number 1. What it gives you is, see, find the angle of elevation of the top of the, find the angle of elevation of the top of the, find the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower of height 10 root 3 meter. Right. Tower, you know, it should be a vertical line. Right, tower. What it? The angle of elevation is given. Right. This is A. You should label it. Here it becomes 90 degree. Then it becomes C. Right. What it gives you, right? The tower should be stand in the vertical position, right? They said the angle of elevation of the top of a tower from the point on the ground. So, from the point on the top of the tower, here only theta angle is located, right? Then, which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower. The distance between B and C is given as 30 meter. The height of the tower is given as 10 root 3 meter. Right. The word problem we are converted into a diagrammatic representation. Now I am going to solve. Tower means it should be a vertical line. It should be vertical, right? Now, the distance between the foot of the tower to that point is given as 30 meter. The height of the tower is given as 10 root 3 meter. First you should say what is AB and what is BC. AB, height of the tower, right? AB is what? Height of the tower. Then what is BC? BC is nothing but distance between the point, distance between the point and the foot of the tower. First you should read the question, understand, and then you should draw the diagram. Once if you draw the diagram, the rest of the things easy, children, right? Now, I told you most probably we use the trigonometry function as tan, right? Here what are the things are given? Here theta is located, right? Theta opposite to theta is what? Opposite side. Near to theta is called as adjacent. So tan theta is applicable, right? In triangle ABC, in triangle ABC, angle equal to 90 degree. 90 degree. Tan theta equal to, what is tan theta represented? I told you already. Opposite side by Adjacent. Opposite side by adjacent side. Side children, 10 root. What is adjacent measurement? 30 meter cancel. 1 0 cancel. Then what can you get? 3 by 3. Here they are expecting what is theta, right? Find the angle of elevation. That means theta they are expecting. Tan theta equal to root 3. 3 can be written as, right? It can be written as a irrational number, that is root 3 into 3. 1 root 3 cancel. You arrive the result as 1 by root 3. What it represents? 1 by root 3 children. Theta is equal to tan inverse 1 by root 3. What it represents? 1 by root 3. You just recall the tabular column. Yeah, very good. Theta is equal to 30 degree. Theta is equal to 30 degree. The tabular column you have to recall. Tan 30 degree equal to 1 by root 3. Right. Therefore, angle of elevation is what? 30 degree. Once again, I am going to teach the concept. You have to listen, children, how I represented in terms of figure, the diagram, the word problem, how I converted, right? See here, find the angle of elevation of the top of a tower. They said tower means it should be a vertical. So I drew AB as a vertical. From a point, angle of elevation means point towards upward, right? From a point on the ground which is 30 meter away from the foot of the tower, right? The tower you drew it as AB. From B to C you are connecting, that is horizontal, right? From the point you are observing the top of the tower. What is top of the tower? The letter A. So that AC is represented your line of sight. AC is represented your line of sight. BC is your horizontal. The line of the sight and the horizontal line, it makes an angle theta, right? The measurement is given, height of the tower is given as 10 root 3. The distance between the foot of the tower and the point, distance between the point and the foot of the tower is what? 30. So I applied right triangle concept. In that, which trigonometry function I selected? Tan theta, right? If I apply tan theta, I can get the solution easily. Right, children? Now tan theta equal to opposite side by adjacent side. 10 root 3 meter by 30 meter. Then you arrive root 3 by 3. I converted 3 in terms of irrational as root 3 into root 3. Then I arrived 1 by root 3. Therefore, angle of elevation is 30 degree. Got it, children? Say yes or no. Now I am going to move to question number 2. A road is planned on either side by continuous row of houses of height 4 root 3 meter with no space in between them. A pedestrian is standing on the median of the road. Standing on the median of the road facing a row house. Facing a row house. The angle of elevation from the pedestrian to the top of the house is 30 degree. Find the width of the road. Right? First I am going to draw the picture. Then only it is easy to solve the problem, children. You have to listen carefully. Right? 1 minute. Yeah. See? This is your road. This is your road. A pedestrian is standing in the median. That means midpoint. A pedestrian is standing in the median means what? Midpoint. Right. Row wise. This is also what? Row wise. House. Right. Home or house you should represent. A pedestrian is what? A pedestrian is standing on the median of the road facing a row house. The angle of elevation from the pedestrian to the top of the house. Any side, right? Either side the house is there, row wise. Say yes or no. So this is the top of the house. This one it makes an angle. How much it is given? 30 degree. If you want, you should connect towards left also. For our convenient, I connected the top of the house on the right side. Right. What measurement is given? The rows of houses of height is 4 root 3. 4 root 3. Right. This is your road. Got it, children? The whole thing is your road. Got it? You have to label it A, B, C, D, E. Both the sides. Either side it is given, right? A road is flanked on either side by continuous rows of house of height. Right? Now I am going to represent the picture through the statement. How I am going to represent the picture, you see. Median, they said, that's why I make the pedestrians to stand in the middle. Median in the sense middle. Let AB equal to X. This one I am going to take it as X because they are expecting width of the road. First I should find out what is AB. After that I can calculate the width of the road. Let AB equal to X be the distance between the foot of the house and the observer. X be the distance. I am saying slowly, children. Have to listen carefully. X be the distance between foot of the house and the observer and the observer and the observer and the observer at the median of the road. Observer at the median means what? Center. At the median of the road. Then what is BC? BC is nothing but height of the house, right? BC is nothing but height of the house. Height of the house equal to height of the house equal to what? BC, that is equal to 4 root 3 meter. Now, BD is nothing but what? Width of the road. Width of the road, which is equal to 2 times AB. AB I denoted as X. I consider as X. So, 2X. Which are the things we did it in the diagram? Everything you should represent it in the statement. Right? Now I am going to enter into the solution part. Right? From the right triangle, ABC, that is angle B equal to 90 tan 30 degree equal to BC divided by AB. BC opposite by adjacent. What is BC is given? 4 root 3. AB, if you don't know, that is your x. Tan 30 degree, already I discussed. What is tan 30 degree, children? 1 by root 3, right? 1 by root 3 equal to 4 root 3 divided by x. Now you have to cross multiply. What can you get? X is equal to 4 into 3, which is equal to 12. It is equal to 12. What is width of the road? Width of the road, what we had? 2 times x, right? Because the pedestrian is standing in the middle, median, right? Width of the road is divided into two parts, equal parts. Width of the road equal to 2x, which is equal to 2 into 12, 24 meter. What is, children? Here also you should represent the units. That is very important. Width of the road equal to 24 meter. What is, children? Tomorrow I will continue. You have to go through the things. It is an important chapter as well as interesting chapter. Right, children? Yeah, very good. Thank you, children.